regret it, bud.
There's lots of decisions out there, bud. How hard was it to give back by, honestly?
I've never returned anything.
I had to go to FedEx, and I had to freaking carry that big-ass box to Walgreens and drop it off.
Walgreens?
You should have just kept it, bro.
I trust me, Bacon.
You made mistakes.
I made a mistake.
I made a huge
The 39-inch is good, but I wish it was 5K, 2K. This is good. Like, don't get me wrong. This is manageable.
Just have them send it back.
You need to get yourself.
They even offered me $70 off of it if I would have kept it.
What? That's wild.
The Nerd Chat
is a podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days.
Hosted by a group of best friends.
This is Cortana. And remember, don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it. As always, Spartans, see you online.
Oh, hello. Daddy Diwali here, and welcome to the Nerd Chat, a podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days. Guys, I don't know, is the next Xbox called Xbox Helix?
Yes.
Or Xbox 720?
Helix.
Which one, Jose?
Do you remember snowboarding? 1080p snowboarding is that what it was?
Which one, Jose?
SSX tricky.
Ooh.
Joining me as always is The Division is straight up fire, you guys. And 10 years later, that game is a banger slanger.
Absolutely. Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy to see everybody here. As I said in my thing, we started playing Division again. Shout out to Captain Logan. It's great. Like, we're not setting the world on fire, even though the world is already on fire in that game.
In real life, too.
Yeah, it's true.
That's fair.
Hey, we're clear, guys. We are clear from the draft. All the Gen Zers. See ya. Thanks for your service.
But it's been great to jump back in. And like we're having discussions now about maybe just burning through one so we can get to two because there's some cool loot stuff from Xbox. But anyway, it's been fun. Happy Thursday. Happy to be here. Lots of fun stuff to talk about.
And joining us as always, Daylight Savings. No, it's not.
Dude,
it's
this
not
time of year.
Get rid of it.
This
it's
time of year,
permaban.
S tier, because when I look outside in my night shift and it's still light out at like 8 o'clock, I'm like, awesome.
I'm a creature of the night.
I'm over it being dark. I'm over it being dark at 2 o'clock.
No, I agree, but they should never implement it.
Yeah, no, we should just never do the
get rid of it.
Fall back one or
we should be on this time, right? I believe
this
is
is
the time you want to be on.
So just stay there. And
yes. And speaking of the Division, he looks like he's wearing a parka straight out of the some of the clothing and jackets I found in the game. Joining me as always, will Resident Evil 9 have any competition for GOTY this year? Bubble Boy and 7.
Yeah, thanks. This is my flannel hoodie that I love that keeps me about 700 degrees warmer than I need to be. I hope Resident Evil 9 has competition. I'm sure it will. It'll have competition for sure when it comes to like Fable and Forza Horizon and stuff. But I just finished earlier today and holy cow.
Quick. The ending, dude.
Damn. Oh, so good.
Did you pick the right one first? Because Pony told me to pick the wrong one.
Yeah, I picked the right one too.
Yeah,
I wanted the right one. Pony's like, no, do this, and then I was like, dude, I don't know.
That man wants to watch the world burn.
It gives you the option right away. It's like, are you sure you don't want to go back?
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it does.
So it's like, oh, okay, yeah. But just loved it. Such a great game. We got to set up our spoiler cast then.
Oh yeah.
Bacon,
Taco
are you
said
he'd finish it, or
I don't play scary games.
It's true. He never finished Alan Wake 2. And that actually is way worse. That's like ridiculous.
Really?
So, well, yeah, the jumps in that are stupid. You could handle this one.
Yeah, it was more like annoying and frustrating and like just stop. Like
can you actually kill the zombies in this one and they stay dead?
Yes.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I couldn't kill any of them in 2.
Yes. We'll talk more about that later. Guys, I need to address our audience right now, Jose. Can I have the floor?
I don't know how to do that, but sure, go ahead.
I'd like to share my screen. Can I?
Can you do that? Go ahead.
He made mistakes, folks.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Does
wow!
everyone see this picture?
Look at that bright-eyed,
Does everyone see this
bushy-tailed young
picture?
man.
Is it bigger now, Jose? Or is it still
27.
It's bigger now, but good lord. sir.
27.
Guys, this is a screenshot
Look at the
from
360.
Daddy Diwali back on episode 0
Jesus.
Is it really?
of the
Wow.
Nerd Chat,
Spoiler.
an Xbox podcast, episode 0, an introduction. Okay. As you can see, my hair was a little different. I hadn't gotten a haircut. We were in the middle of the pandemic. I was just letting it grow out. I put it up in a bun. My background is barren. But
What's that big black thing behind you?
what are those 2 consoles in my background, you guys?
Yeah.
Back in 2021, what did I own in the background right
The
there?
Series X and a 360, it looks like.
Nope, that is a Series X and a Series S. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, is it really?
yeah, I thought it was a 360.
I've got a lot of people in our chat and in real life saying, "Oh, Danny, you're so negative.
He is
You're
negative.
not an Xbox fan.
He is very negative.
Oh, Dan, why don't you enjoy anything in life? Oh, Dan, you don't even care. Why do you even Xbox dead, right, Dan?" Okay. Who started Xbox record this?
You did, Dan.
Who
I was
recorded the
right behind
first
you.
episode? Episode 0, an introduction.
You did, Dan.
Who also in that episode was based as always, talking about is Game Pass the next Netflix for better or worse?
You were talking about Generation Zero, if I remember.
Okay. Who has the highest gamer score in this group? Who has over 320,000 gamer score?
I think I do.
Over 150 completed games.
Yeah, I think with my
All
of-
achievements unlocked. Okay. Who's been a member on Xbox? Who's got the 20 or 21 years on Xbox Live out of everyone here?
that one's all you.
Yeah, mine's pretty high.
Okay.
Hey, and
Guys,
between
I'm-
you and Grayson, you also have the chicken dinner achievement.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
That's hilarious.
So
Where's he
let me
going
just
with this?
say this. I've been a gamer before some of you even knew what gaming was.
Not me, bud.
Okay, I started on the Super Nintendo. That was my first console. Then I was a PS fanboy on PS1.
You're
Then
so
I was a
old.
PlayStation 2 diehard fanboy and got a GameCube. Then I switched to the Xbox OG for Halo. Then I went straight to Xbox 360, and my God, I sunk so many hours of that. Got a PS3 eventually. Then I went straight. I was there on the day one Xbox One.
How much time you got on Atari?
We were waiting in line with Bacon at the Park Meadows Mall at the Microsoft store.
Yeah, we were.
I stuck with Xbox after that May E3 or that initial reveal and E3. Okay.
No Poogles. or
Eventually got a PS4. Who was there day one with the Series X
not. Me.
and Series S?
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Is he going somewhere?
Eventually got a PS5 as well. So I just want to just end this right now. I've always been a based gamer. And I've been gaming on Xbox for a majority of my life. Most of my hours, most of my memories was 360, Xbox One, Xbox Series. I have ascended, of course. I'm a PC gamer now.
Finally.
But I want all those haters out there to remember I live and bleed Xbox gaming.
But you own a PS5.
But I'm also based. And I call Xbox out for the shenanigans. And I've called them out since day one. Don't get me wrong. I've fallen in love with this dual sense. Get it out.
out of here.
I am
one day-
always coming back to the greatest handheld controller shape ergonomics offset thumbsticks. All right? That's all I wanted to say on me being a Debbie Downer when it comes to Xbox.
Who here started on an Atari 2600?
What were you going to say, Jose?
I hope one day Grayson isn't walking behind you when you throw that controller, man. Because
Dude, I know it would peg him.
right to the temple.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
the odds are it's going to happen.
I'm just concerned, Dan, that you're so jaded.
Wait
that
a second. Nessa said I minimize the positives.
I don't know why you're so jaded that you don't trust one word that comes out of anyone's mouth. You're just like, nope.
Nissa, do you
That's
have
a
any
lie.
collector's editions on Xbox 360?
Ooh, I got those right over here. Yeah.
I got the box. I got the helmet right here. It's right there.
Hey, Nissa, do you have the collector's edition of Halo 2 OG Xbox?
You'll be able to play that on your new Xbox when it comes out.
Well, maybe.
There's going to be a disc drive?
The disc.
All right, so let's just
What?
end this discussion that Dan's not a fan. I'm a fan of gaming first, and I go where I feel valued. And right now, I don't feel valued by Xbox. As Luke likes to say, he goes where he feels value. I think he gets the most value, and he's a valued customer. That's why he went to switch to PS4. Okay, so right now, I don't trust anything Xbox says, but don't ever question my gaming history and my allegiance. I'm a gamer first. And Jose, why do we play games, Jose?
You play to win the game.
Anyone who started on a Super Nintendo ain't got the chops. So I'm just going to put that out
wow.
there.
God, we're not boomers like you, okay? Let's based
We
elder
started on-
millennials.
I mean, you didn't even
as always.
you didn't even at least start on the NES.
Dan's privilege showing. What?
Right. I
Why?
agree.
He's referencing Nissa. That's why.
All right. I just wanted to say thank you guys. I know you think I'm a Debbie Downer, but I'm a based gamer.
You
And
are
I
a
bring
Debbie
balances. Jose's positive. Bacon's Xbox fanboy number 1, Twitter Streets representative, and Bubble Boy is our PlayStation representative. Somehow.
Who doesn't own a PlayStation?
He loves PlayStation. He would still be there if it wasn't for us. Let's be real. Right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong, Chance?
Let's see. I'd probably have both if it wasn't for you guys.
Gentle Stones love you, Dan, but you're sounding entitled. What the?
That's right, General Son. You get this guy. You get him.
It's the fans keep us honest.
I don't know.
The fans
I
keep us
disagree.
honest.
Thank you, Bubble Boy. Tell me, Bubble Boy, why I'm based. You know my history. Talk about. Come on, back me up here.
Yeah, I think what you're seeing right now and mislabeling as anger is passion.
Oh, gamer
And
passion.
yeah, I can get it. And I think that not that anybody's done this, or if they did it in Discord, so I didn't hear about it, but like getting all upset with you over being angry or Xbox is dead all the time. And I know that comes from a place of love. It comes from a place of disappointment. Like the idea that you are truly saddened by all this comes into the real world as anger. It's a lot easier to show anger than it is to show sadness or fear. And so, yeah, sure, let's get angry about it. That's what men do.
What do you think about this though, Chance? People say I'm so rich and entitled or privileged to have bought all those systems. Guys, I was literally buying nothing else and had 0 toys and trading in everything. Don't think like I had these day one and I was just buying everything. No. I grew up lower middle class. I know exactly. Don't think that I was ever I wasn't rich until 2 years ago when I could afford my PC. And now upper middle class. And now as a single income household, I can freaking guarantee you I am not privileged or entitled at all. And I know all these guys know none of these guys have a family of 5 under your responsibility. So I don't want to hear that.
It's true.
I do
and
not want to hear that.
Also, I do think that like if you were growing up and you had one of these consoles each time, that might just be good economics on your
And I was
parents'
trading
part.
them in all the time. I was
I've
hopping.
traded-
I was not.
Yep.
The only
Yep,
reason
the
I have a
amount of
Super Nintendo is
time-
because of Matthew saved it for me. And
The amount of
PS1.
time that we put into some of those consoles is staggering. I think if you go back and not that you can, but go back and look how much time Jose and I spent on the Super Nintendo between both of our basements and
I
stuff.
don't even know how
like,
much time it's.
No,
It's absurd though.
And I'm not trying to get too much on a high horse here too, but I think it to call you entitled over that is a bridge too far. Like, come on, let's pump the brakes a little bit. Just like all our parents on here, actually, I don't know Bacon's
And I was
parents,
always
but
working, Chance.
slinging-
I was working since I was 14, 15.
Yeah, slinging subs, man. Our
Sandwich
parents
artist.
worked really hard, right? Like,
Yes.
I should be proud. We should all
Yes.
be proud of how
Thank
we grew
you.
up, and we did grow up in a bubble for sure. But that's
A
not
great,
a bad.
yeah. We lived in a great neighborhood. Great. That's why I live here and I'm raising my kids here. No doubt.
Yep. And so I think to disregard that or to shit on it would be not fair to our parents. So
Taco says it was a joke. I take it back.
You know, as a fair counterpart to the negativity, most of your posts start with Xbox dead. Like I know you're joking, but outwardly that doesn't hold well to
he's
your
playing
argument.
a character. It's a good character for him.
Is it a good character right now? I'm not sure.
I don't think it's a character. I'm just stating what I'm seeing. So let's jump into it. Jose, Xbox news for the week. Speaking of Xbox.
Team, assemble!
News story number 1. Xbox is popping off at GDC 2026. We got more details about Project Helix. We are pushing, this is coming from the Xbox Wire. Our team is deep in developing our next generation Xbox console, Project Helix. We are pushing the boundaries of rendering and simulation in partnership with AMD using FSR Next to power what comes next. What a terrible sentence. Starting in April, Xbox will begin rolling out to Windows in select markets. It brings a familiar Xbox experience to players while keeping the flexibility and openness of Windows. For developers, Xbox Play Anywhere now spans more than 1,500 games for you, Todd.
Yeah, Todd.
Guys, I don't know if anyone here watched did any of you watch the Jason Ronald conference in full? Bacon is nodding his head.
No time.
I did as well.
It was terrible audio.
I watched it on Xbox Next. We've got some more. This is a couple of slides from that presentation, and this is coming from Wario and IGN. That Project Helix will play your Xbox console and PC games. It is powered by a custom AMD SoC. I believe that's system on chip, Bacon.
It is,
Correct.
yes.
AMD FSR Next, we already said that. Deep texture compression. So right off the bat, it will be playing console and PC games. Okay? Alpha versions of Project Helix will be sent to developers in 2027. Microsoft is pivoting to the future of play and player behaviors, according to Jason Ronald. The days of people defining themselves as a console, PC, mobile gamer don't really exist anymore, according to Jason. Ronald is thinking about how to develop tools where players are going to play across multiple devices.
Yeah.
One last thing I wanted to talk about from a bunch of announcements. Jack, how do you say this guy's name? Hyun? A big moment for the future of gaming on X. Thrilled to partner with Xbox and Asha Sharma on Project Helix, a multi-year deep co-engineering partnership driving next-gen performance, breakthrough graphics, and compatibility with your existing, there it is again, Xbox game library. Powering the experience is super excited to unveil AMD FSR Diamond, designed to be natively optimized for Project Helix and deeply integrated into the GDK. Bacon, remind me about GDK later.
Game development kit.
There you go. Built for next-gen neural rendering, next-gen ML-based scaling, new ML-based multi-frame gen, next-gen ray regeneration and RT and path tracing. Thank you, Microsoft and Xbox, for an epic engineering collaboration. 20 plus years of innovation, and we're pushing it further than ever. FSR Diamond opens up a new dimension of innovation. More to come. Let's go. Of course, he wrote that with GPT. You can tell by the stupid emojis. By the way, Jack Hyun, SVP and GM Computing and Graphics at AMD.
It's Win, but fine.
Jack Win.
Yeah.
Win.
Win.
Well, there it is, guys. We have confirmation you will be able to play your old Xbox games on Project Helix. There's a lot of debate going on. Is it a console? Is it a PC? Let's just end the conversation right here, Jose. I got a question for you. Jose, I got a question for you.
Yep.
Xbox said they're only going to develop one version of the games going forward. Do you know which version they chose? Did they choose to go with they're only going to develop a console version going forward, or are they going to only develop a PC version of the game going forward?
This is your argument.
Which one, Jose?
This is your argument.
I don't know what they said, but I'm
Bacon,
guessing.
what's the answer?
Oh my God!
Which one are they developing?
PC, Dan. That makes it.
There
not
it is.
A
There is your
anymore.
answer. There is your answer.
It doesn't
From
fit
now
into your
on, you are
TV.
playing PC games.
Oh my God!
Just let that sink in. They didn't choose the console. They're not going to continue to make console versions of games for the 30 million players. You're either jumping on with Helix to play PC versions of games from now on, or you're getting left behind. You can play your old games through emulation, but from now on, we're always like, where's the Xbox version? Why isn't there an Xbox version in these recent announcements? There's your answer. It's either coming to Steam or an Xbox PC version. Bubble Boy, am I based in that assessment? Take it away.
Wow.
Sure, I don't know that it's the end of the world. I think that the thing that stood out the most to me, if you look at that first article, if you scroll down quite a ways, the part that's in green there, we're taking everything we've learned about building a leading gaming OS and bringing it directly into Windows. This is where I will push back. They haven't built a leading gaming OS. They haven't even come close.
I agree.
And while I do love what they've done with the Xbox Ally, that works for the Xbox Ally. And I hope they can do that with another console, but I don't want that on my PC. If they do it to a console, awesome, and that's great. But like, if my
Why
PC,
not?
why don't I want it on a PC?
Yeah.
Because my PC is powerful enough to do all the things that I want to all at the same time, and I'm never doing anything too crazy. The reason that the ROG Ally has to do what it does is because it dedicates all the time or so much power just to running the game. If this new console wants to have Windows-like features to it, I don't know why they would go that way. And then if it doesn't, what's the point? Like, so what I'm trying to say, maybe I'm saying this wrong. On my Ally, Jose, have you ever used it for anything other than gaming? Have you like checked your email? Exactly.
Check my email, but that's what my Apple iPhone's for.
Exactly. Like, I've never done anything. The only thing even close to Windows, like you pull up the Windows settings, obviously, when you need to update some stuff and things like that. But I'm never out of the full screen mode. And so to brag about this for the next console just doesn't even make sense to me.
Well, Gentle says, welcome to the Direct Xbox, aka Xbox, aka the way it was always meant to be. Exactly, Gentlestone. Jose, when you look at the Project Helix announcements and my idea that if you're playing a PC game and you're going to have the ability to open other applications just like a PC and potentially, like Bubble Boy said, do your email and open up Microsoft Excel on your next Xbox.
Who said
PC,
it's
right,
going to
Jose?
do that? Who said it's going to have Office 365?
That's what they're talking about. Everything we've learned about building a leading gaming OS and bringing it directly into Windows.
I mean, Bubble Boy is pulling that sentence straight from the article. Into Windows.
I think you're misunderstanding what that's saying.
Oh my God.
Jose, take it away.
I'm about to quit this podcast. Oh my God.
What did I say wrong?
Chill pill here.
Yeah, Bacon needs to relax. We're just having an open discussion right now.
So,
oh my God.
So here's what I think you guys are missing and or maybe ignoring, or maybe you don't understand, is Windows is a platform. It is not like you're thinking of Windows 11. Like that's what you're picturing in your mind, and this is going to take over and I'm going to boot up my PC and it's going to boot directly into this thing. This is trying to make a compromise of the thing that like Luke always talks about, right? That like, I don't want a PC. This is what Luke is saying. And no shade to Luke. I love Luke.
Correct.
But Luke is saying, I don't want a PC because I don't want to have to boot it up, and then there's updates, and I have to install drivers, and I have to install these launchers. Like, I just want to turn it on and click Darksiders and be able to play Darksiders. And truly, and Chance, I hear what you're saying. I do respectfully disagree. I wouldn't mind having the Xbox, whatever they're calling it, I can't remember what the name of the future system is, thing on my computer, because it doesn't imply that it would take over your computer. It's an optional thing.
Yes.
It's something that you can click on and say, like, I'm in the Xbox environment and I have access to click Steam games natively, which we kind of already have in the Xbox app and other things like that. It simplifies the process for people that don't want to dive in. But for people that do want to dive in, which really is everyone on this panel and quite a few people in the chat, it doesn't get in the way of that inherently. It just gives you the option to put it in one place. And the key that I think is appealing to me, because for, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to get Helix day one. Like it kind of depends on a lot of factors right now, but truly I have my rig that I'm using day to day for everything. But I think what's appealing is that now we're developing one thing, right? Like that is where I think it's impactful, because it
One
it allows
PC
us
version.
you're right. And you could say that's fine.
But no, because what I'm saying is that my initial thing, they have not built a leading gaming OS. Xbox's interface is not the best of a lot of these.
That's a semantical thing that we don't.
I know, but isn't that the point of being on a podcast? To say like, this is my opinion about this.
That's why Todd is always like, he hates the Steam Deck and PC handhelds, is because he's like, he compares it to the Switch, and he's absolutely right. When you guys pick up a Switch and turn it on, what does it do? You go to a home screen, you press a button, and you start a game. Like, it's very simple. That to me is a console experience. They need to match that if they want to sell this as a console.
But I think that's what they're trying to do, and you guys don't want it. That's what I'm confused about. Like,
I agree. I think all of this is good. Don't get me wrong, Jose. I think who said this? This is good. Freight Conductor said, this can only improve Windows for gaming on the desktop PC as well. This is good for us. And this is what Taco says. I agree, Jose. It's called Xbox mode. That's what they're calling it. Xbox mode for the UI or whatever it's called.
That reminds me of Bluey's dance mode, which is hilarious. That's a no, but I guess here's what I'm saying. So you asked what I liked about the conference. What I really liked was, I love the AMD partnership. That's been great for us.
Yes.
I like that they're highlighting FSR. Not because I'm like a frame rate snob. If you don't know what FSR, it's basically to increase your frame rate using like an upscaling technology, like in a very layman's terms. But it's cool that they're highlighting it, because there will be people that care about it. And whether we like it or not, that will be a comparison made to Nintendo and to PlayStation and all the other stuff. So I'm glad that they're including that piece of it in there. And I like that they're still highlighting the Play Anywhere catalog, because truly, despite all the console war stuff, PC versus Xbox and PlayStation, the one thing I will say that I have really started to lean into, and it gets frustrating when I don't have it, is Play Anywhere. Because as I really think about how I'm going to play my games in the future on the Ally, on my PC, and maybe one day on my phone, right? I think phones are just now getting to that threshold where it's possibility with streaming because of latency, because of controllers and stuff like that. I think that's a very compelling argument for me. And I think what's interesting about this, and I really, it's been a rough week in our friend chat about a lot of things this week.
Not the nerd chat guys. Our DMs.
I was going to say, wait, what?
Podcasters.
Yeah, our
podcasting.
podcasting.
Oh, we got.
Hang on.
I'll get to that.
I can do an update real quick.
But what I would say is, I really think it's interesting that it seems like some of the biggest players are just going different ways right now. And I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm not saying one is destined to fail and the other will do great. They might both fail, to be fair. But they seem to be this kind of diverging of strategies where I think Xbox is continually opening up with some promises that they've made initially through Asha that, like, we'll see. I think it's a fair criticism to say, like, we'll see what happens, right? But I also think it's interesting that Sony is going the opposite way. At least it seems. We really still haven't heard from Sony, so let's be very clear, like, that we haven't got an official statement. But the rumors are that they're like closing the system, that they're going full Apple. And again, I'm an Apple fanboy, right? So like I respect the move.
You support Sony on this move?
I don't know if I support them, because there are times that bites me in the butt with Apple too. But as part of the Apple ecosystem, I'm grateful for that system. But I just think it's cool that, like, I guess here's what I get more frustrated about. It's my last thought. And I do want to hear from Bacon. I think forever and ever we get upset when we don't hear things from companies. Mm-hmm. And then we have events like this where we hear things from companies and we get mad at them for talking about stuff. Like, that's just a weird frustration for me. Like, we can't have it both ways.
That's only with one company, Jose.
Yes,
and
it's
only
Xbox.
From one leader of a podcast.
But I'm saying we're like that. Us four have done that, where we're complaining about the things that they say, and then they say things, or we say they don't say enough, then they say things and we're mad at the things they say. I just think that's a weird character flaw of us.
I'm not complaining that they talked, Jose. I'm glad they're talking, but I need to see what's going on. And shout out to Luke. Luke, does this new Xbox Helix interest you, Luke? That you are the target audience for this thing. You complain about it. I need to know, Luke. Does Helix have what they said about Helix, persuaded you enough to say I'm not getting the Gabe Cube? Because that sounds like that's.
I mean, Luke was talking about that last Saturday because he's worried about the feasibility of Steam putting their thing out at this point.
Yeah.
And that changes his perception of Helix.
Guys, he's been waiting patiently.
I feel bad.
But Bacon wants to quit the show apparently, because we're just having a discussion. The whole point of the podcast is to bring various viewpoints and discuss them. Okay, so I'm going to timestamp this.
Thoughts.
I'm going to timestamp this right now. 29.
I'm just trying to figure out if you guys are really PC
Does
gamers
Bacon
or not.
quit the show? Okay, Bacon, take it away for your rant on Xbox Project Helix.
So Dan, what's the main difference between the quote unquote Xbox game and a PC game?
It's made specifically to run on one console.
Okay. And how much extra time
PCs.
does it take to create said other option of a game to run on basically one low selling console?
Apparently enough to where Microsoft is not going to do it anymore, and they're switching all in on PC.
And so when you launch a game on your PC, does it say design built for only PC? And this is definitely not a console game. I don't understand what your problem is with launching it.
I don't have a problem. I'm just saying that Xbox is clearly moving on.
You guys are
and
going
they're
down,
saying goodbye to consoles.
You guys are going down the alley of those are going to be Office 365, and I can talk to Copilot, and I'll have keyboard and mouse.
We didn't say that.
Teams?
It's what you're basically implying, that you guys don't want a PC under your TV. But here's the thing: we've seen multiple games skip the Xbox this generation. Correct? Oh, we're just going to support PC and we're going to support PlayStation, right? It wasn't worth the investment of money to create the Xbox version, correct? We've seen plenty of examples of that this generation, right? Okay, I'll answer the question we have. So when they build a game to run on Steam and run on Epic and run on GOG and run on all these other places, it will also run on the Xbox. So there's no extra work put into creating this version of this game.
Nobody has said that.
Oh my God, it's simple math, Dan. It is.
Nobody has said that they're putting in extra work, and no one has said that this is bad, that they're only going in on this. I'm just stating what I'm seeing. You're accusing us of things that we haven't said, Bacon. Am I wrong, Bubble Boy? Did we say any of what Bacon is implying?
Wait, hang on. I want to let Bacon finish. I want to hear what his thoughts are. I want to let Bacon finish.
When I'm running my game on my ROG Ally, that is a game that was built for PC, and it runs on my ROG Ally. Why will it not run on this Xbox hardware?
I'm not saying it will.
They're building one version of a game to work across multiple platforms. So third-party developers, when they're building the new Assassin's Creed, they don't have to code it and build it for Xbox. They're building it for PC. Takes no extra work.
That's what
how is that not a benefit? How is that not cheaper for them? How is that? I don't understand the disconnect.
That's not what we were arguing.
Nobody ever. I certainly didn't say that. If I did,
I didn't say that either.
It's not a distinctly Xbox game built for the Xbox. Correct? That's what you're angry about. That's the whole thing. That's the whole part of this argument about.
And literally, I was nitpicking. I was nitpicking what they chose to highlight. They didn't highlight that they make the best controller. Why not do that? And why not pair that with
because that's undebatable.
Elite 3 is coming out, people.
That is undebatable. We all know it's the best controller.
So lean into it.
I just don't understand.
Yeah, we still have the best controller, and here's what we're gonna do. Wait till you see the shipped in the box with this Helix, what the controller is gonna look like. We're gonna day one send the Elite 3 with you.
Your whole premise of this argument is it an Xbox or is it a PC? That was your whole premise of this argument.
I'm not asking that. I am saying I agree with you, Bacon. They are building a PC version, like whatever game you have on your Ally X that you were using as an example, exactly, will continue on and work perfectly fine, because that's all they're doing now is building for the PC. And they are getting rid of console versions.
I don't think it'll be a PC game store. It'll still be the Xbox content game store. I don't
PC app. We can only assume, and that's where my concern is too, Bacon. Is how is Xbox going to make money off software moving forward?
They're first-party software because they're the biggest publisher on the planet.
Correct, but are people going to be buying games off the Xbox PC app from now on? Those 30 million console people who move over to Helix, let's assume, or are they going to buy it on Steam? Since
Die-hard Xbox fans
their
will.
library.
But you can't tell me that
here's
developers aren't going to support that store now, knowing that there's possibly 30 million Xbox consumers coming to that store. You can't tell me they're not going to put their games on the PC app.
Literally,
right?
what I do is whichever one I can get it cheaper. I
agree.
I have my loyalty is to my family and my wallet.
I agree.
And so if Xbox had Resident Evil 9 for $59, I paid $60 through Loaded. So that's where it's going. It's going to Steam. They didn't have that on the Xbox. So where I'm going to buy the game is wherever it's going to be cheapest.
And the Helix will allow you to do that, Chance.
Exactly. I'm excited about that.
Is it a PC? Is it a console argument? Maybe one of the most mind-numbing arguments I've ever heard.
So which is it, Bacon? According to you, what do you think it is?
I don't know what it is.
A GC.
It plays Xbox games.
Okay, let's say you're right. And until we see it,
I still don't understand why you're so anti-emulation.
I'm not. I think it's a great solution. You're confused. I think you're confused. You're taking what I'm saying as like I'm against everything they're doing. I think Xbox is what they're doing is smart, and this is like I've heard from Colin say on LSM. This is the off ramp. This is them saying, our loyal 30 million customers, you will still be able to play your console games on Helix through emulation. I agree. But moving forward, we're only going to have what Eric says is the point of the GDK is that games can go through certification once and launch on the Helix console and PC moving forward. So when you buy your games now, you will earn the PC version of it. Do I think Helix is a console? If it can execute on, like what Bubble Boy said, the Xbox mode and make it simple for the Lukes of the world, yes. But if it can run any other app, like Discord, like Google Chrome, like Excel,
you can do all that on your console, right?
Through a web browser. If it can run it natively, it will give you the options to be a PC, which I think is a good thing. I asked Pony, this is some interesting feedback, you guys. I was streaming last night. I asked Matthew, if the next Xbox is a PC console hybrid and it's $1,000, would you buy that, or would you just switch back to PS6 if it was let's say 700 or less? And diehard Miso Pony said he would buy the Xbox.
I will
PC.
Believe that when I see it.
I know.
Don't worry.
He's going to shut all
the electricity off at his house for 3 years.
But his answer was interesting because he said he would only do it because he is that much of an Xbox fanboy. He is a part of that 30 million loyal customers who will follow Xbox to the death. Eric, if you'd like to come on and talk about this, you're more than welcome. I'm just saying,
if my
moving
PC
forward, you guys,
now,
we're playing PC versions of the game on a console that's really just a PC.
I don't know why you
and I have no problem with it. I'm not saying I have a problem with the Bacon. I'm just saying that's what's happening.
The PC version of a game. Why do you say that? It's almost like it's a dig.
Because
from the outside.
It's not a dig. Because if PlayStation going to be running PC versions of the game, or are they going to be running consoles?
I bet you PlayStation will also. They said they weren't going to release until 2029, and now all of a sudden they're getting back in the race.
All I'm saying it's not going to run like a Switch and a PS6 or PS5.
I'm happy it doesn't run like a Switch because the Switch is a piece
I'm not
of
saying
crap.
it's good or bad. I'm just trying to state. Go ahead, Bubble Boy.
I will say too, with the full screen experience, the first time you launch a game from Steam that isn't Xbox on the Ally, it does have to open Steam up and stuff, and that isn't like the biggest turnoff to me, but it could be if it was your console experience and you're like, cool, let me bring over some of my Steam library, and then you have to pop over. It's a lot like all the stupid CD Projekt Red launcher, Rockstar launcher, Blizzard launchers that exist, and that stuff frustrates people. So if it doesn't, even I know it's a couple of seconds, but if it doesn't allow the same kind of seamless experience that they do right now, where you can jump right back into a game, that could turn some people off.
What if it's a dual boot machine that you can choose to either launch in the Xbox version or launch in the PC version. And then you're launching into an Xbox like you normally would, or you're launching into a PC that has access to Steam.
Like, so when right now I'm playing Dispatch on my Ally, and that is a Steam game. The first time I opened it up, I didn't open it up from Steam. I didn't go Steam. And
I get that. But I'm just saying, what happens at this new Project Helix when you hit that power button and it pops up with an Xbox logo or a PC logo, and you push left arrow for Xbox, and you're launching into the Xbox environment with all your old back catalog and all your cloud saves and all your digital games are over there, or you can launch it. Would that change any of your guys' minds?
I want neither. I want one place with all of them. Is that too much to ask for?
I'm just saying, as a fan of technology and a fan of PC gaming, I am championing a console changing the landscape. Because watching PlayStation turtle up and go, ooh, exclusive.
Stop talking about PlayStation.
That is not advancing anything. That is sticking to the blockbuster model.
PlayStation has their own problems, dude.
Bacon, I think we're saying the same thing. Because I'm literally, what I have in my Ally is, here's your library. If you hit the library button, here's all your games.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, and it doesn't bother me one bit, the first time that it happens, you have to launch into Steam. After that, it's as seamless as can be. Yeah. And I love that. So I think we're saying the same thing. Jose, it seems like maybe you had something to say.
Yeah, Jose,
Bacon, finish your thought.
I'm just championing that the landscape is changing and the idea of console is changing. Like I said, console is blockbuster, guys. The console is blockbuster.
God, does Nintendo think that?
Miss blockbuster.
Does Nintendo think that? Does Sony think that? I don't know.
Nintendo makes games for 3-year-olds.
Hey, I love Donkey Kong Bonanza. Don't
Pokopia, 2.5 million sales in 4 days, Bacon.
I'm just saying.
So here's my thought. Chance, I hear what you're saying. And again, but I have to respectfully disagree for two reasons. One is, I think you're getting a little too caught up on the idea that, like, if the experience isn't perfect, we shouldn't try it, right? That's what I am very in favor of.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying other people might be.
You're right. But I'm saying, what I'm getting at is that we have to start somewhere. And if version 2 of this, version 1, let's say, is the Ally X version.
Yeah, you guys are the beta.
Yeah, but let's say version 2 of this, which is with Helix, is still that thing. You're right. And it is annoying. I know exactly what you're talking about. It pops up a little window for Steam, and you have to open Steam, and then it runs. But then it's great.
It's just verifying the game.
It's because it's verifying it.
Yeah,
but
verifying the purchase.
But if that's what it takes right now, so that Steam gets all that they need on their back end, plus they get their cut financially, and it all integrates so I can play to one place, I think that's a great first step. And maybe in version 3 or 5 or 12 or whatever it is, finally they'll figure out that on the back end with everything. The other piece of it that I think we're still forgetting, because I know we're talking about 40, 50-year-old land because of all of us here.
Hey.
47, thank you.
Oh, you're right. There is a 50. Sorry.
Because no one younger than us cares. And you know how I know that? Like, for a fact, have you ever watched kids younger than like 18 play games with ads on a place? They could give two craps that they have to stop every 3 minutes for an ad. They'll either watch the ad, like my kids will play the ad. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, I was offended that they would do that, but they couldn't care less. And then they go back to what they're doing. Like, again, I think Bacon makes that point that the landscape is changing. One of my kids right here, they're the ones that play the games.
I agree that things are changing. And I agree with Xbox's direction, but I also think they're done with the console business. And we can call this a console. We can call this a console all we want. That's fine. We let's wait and see how the software actually looks. But Microsoft, like you said, and I agree, and I think it's a good thing overall, is heading in a new direction. They are not competing. They really aren't competing with PlayStation anymore. No. Like, that's not their competitor. And I think, like other people have said, their real competitor, they need to be worried about phones. They should be worried about TikTok. They should be worried about shorts. They should be worried about all that, because that's the way bigger problem right now than where am I going to... I'm afraid, like, I don't know, unless you're born into a household that has gamer parents, I'm wondering how many kids are just getting into gaming naturally. Like, that's a huge
it depends what you define as gaming. Right?
Like, console gaming, I guess I should say. You're right.
That's fair. That's a very fair thing. But again, dude, but here's the other piece of it. Esports in like high school is growing like ever before, right? In college, right? So it's not that it's gone, but again, you look at those numbers that Piscatella always puts out about like the top games and a lot of they're basically always online games. Like, that's just the part that's weird here, right? And
it's all weird.
it is such an unknown territory, despite kind of everybody trying to say the thing that they know the next piece and they know the next step, and we're doing these things. It's just going to be a wild couple of years, dude.
I think we can all agree that we used to be with it, but then they changed what it was, and now it is strange and scary now.
He's absolutely right.
Go outside, nerd.
Sorry, Jason.
I can't wait to see what Helix looks like. I can't wait to see the pricing. I think Xbox has to nail it on everything, basically, to have a successful launch. And believe it or not, I'm hoping they do well, Bacon. I know you think I'm just an Xbox hater, but
I just
350K gamer score.
Do you think Helix is going to be physically larger or smaller than the Series X? That's a fun question.
I bet it'll be the same.
Larger. If it's packing a 5080 in there.
It's not packing a 5080.
I mean, I don't think it's packing 5080 any more than like a laptop with a 5080 is. You guys seeing Dan's face right now too? Oh, okay.
It was frozen. Right?
All right, I'm not the only one seeing freezing.
Yeah.
Okay. The whole group's freezing? Okay.
Yeah, okay. Thanks a lot, stream.
I'm not.
What is this yard? Dan is freezing. No, everybody else is freezing. Here's the bigger problem, and let's close on this. Eric is right. Xbox has to overcome everyone randomly hating them somehow. Exactly. It's
facts.
They're cooked.
I mean, when you put things out on the internet, you're going to get hate. We're a great example of that.
I just say, move it forward. Move this industry forward. Kicking and screaming.
Xbox has always done that. Moving on to news story number 2, you guys. I don't know if you saw this. Turns out this tablet here, this is no longer an Xbox.
That's not true.
Microsoft has quietly retired.
That's good.
This is an Xbox marketing campaign.
Did they do it quietly though?
No.
Announcement post has now been deleted. Web Archive captured it as recently as March 1st, and Wario retweeted himself tweeting the initial campaign back in November of 2024. Bacon said he hated it.
I did.
Apparently, a lot of people at Microsoft did, and we have Sarah Bond to blame for this. Bacon, take it away. What do you think of them pulling back on this?
Yeah, from what I hear, that was Sarah's baby. I honestly hated it because it was mixed messaging, of course. I only play on one platform, PC. I guess my Ally is second platform. So I don't need to know that my Samsung fridge is an Xbox. I don't need to know that a Kindle is a Xbox. I always did hate that. It's just almost diminishes what the Xbox was to say you can run it on a Samsung app on your TV. It's nice to have that bonus and have that ability when I'm traveling if I want to just log into Xbox on a hotel TV, but it doesn't need to be in our face.
Nissa loved the campaign. Jose, what do you think Eric said? Maybe it wasn't a hit piece after all, and they really did not like it internally. Jose, I think this is evidence. Am I right?
No, and I'm not calling out Eric. I love Eric. I think this is stupid. You know what? You know what this is the equivalent of? It is March 12th. It's almost St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, wait, no. HBO switching from Max to Max, HBO Max, and then back to HBO Max.
Guess what Guess what the best item right now at McDonald's is? Shamrock Shake. But you know what? Is anyone going to say in April, hey, they retired the messaging about the Shamrock Shake quietly? They didn't tell anyone about it. There's probably a problem. No, because campaigns move on. That is ridiculous. And I'm not saying because I'm defending Xbox. That every campaign changes. What campaign can you think of for any single product in our world that has kept the same marketing? Nothing.
Coca-Cola.
What have they kept the whole time?
Wasn't she the Cindy Crawford ads? Was that Pepsi?
You
can't even tell me because you don't know, because no one does that, right? That's my whole point here. And look,
I got one. Nike. Just do it.
Okay, but their marketing campaign, not their slogan, their marketing campaign has changed over all the time, right? My point is this. I liked it. I'm with Nissa. I actually thought that was a cool thing. And Bacon, I get it, man. I get your frustration. I think because their goal was that they were trying to say, we're moving away from only a console to a place where you can play our stuff anywhere. And I get that caused mixed messaging. That's fair, right? But I thought it was cool because at the time, everyone was saying there's no Xboxes. Xbox is dead. Dan, right? Everybody was doing that all the time. So I think it was a fair thing to do. Now, look, it's not going to last forever, and maybe Eric's right. Maybe they didn't like it internally, but I think it was fine. I think it's hilarious that it's a news story to say they changed their campaign after they get a new CEO. Like, why would you not get that? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's the part that I think is funny.
And I think they were trying to capture an audience that maybe isn't, that they were casual gamers that had just been like, so many people got introduced to video games during COVID, right? And so they were past all of that, but they had all these new people that had this new tech that they were like, hey, it's not as hard to get into gaming as you think it is. I didn't hate it either. Some of these ads are pretty funny. Like the one that you have on that poster, it's like, this is an Xbox, this is an Xbox, this is a cat box. Like, that's funny. I think there were opportunities for some humor in there. And I think Jose's absolutely right. Like, we're making a mountain out of this molehill because it really is just, it's time to move on. That's, I think, all that's happening.
What was the slogan they released at GDC? I've seen, like, I can see the image in my head, but I can't think of what it says in the middle with all the consoles on the outside and there's something in the center. What does it say? Do you remember? Anybody in the chat, you know what I'm talking about?
All I'm going to say is it doesn't match the power of your dreams or jump in from the Xbox 360 and Xbox Series launches.
But did anybody do that when they stopped doing that campaign where they like, Xbox said our dreams are no longer powered? How are we going to have dreams? Right? Like,
I'm with you, Bacon. I'm with you, Bacon. This was not, I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one and whether or not it was a hit piece or if this was all of Sarah Blonde to blame.
Yeah, but
I don't think it was a good look. I don't think it was a good look for the brand.
Right.
We're always talking about PlayStation preserving their brand identity and Nintendo and all that, Bacon. So you know what? Maybe Nintendo's taking a little ownership and pride.
Luke's asking someone to read a comment. I believe this is the one he's wanting.
He said, Luke said, I didn't take it as one that appreciate and enjoy a simple experience. Lots of people do. See Apple, Nintendo, PlayStation. It isn't the norm for podcast spaces, though. And he said, no strays caught. Luke, you wanted us to read those? There you go.
He said the comment above the no strays comment. So.
Timper said, no console required was the issue. And Gentle Stone, it was great for people who maybe couldn't afford an expensive console. Yes, I agree.
People in Brazil that stream and Korea, infrastructure. Yeah, I get it.
But
I just didn't think it needed to be the marketing campaign itself. I didn't think that needed to be the only one.
Guys, they should have just actually thrown up a PlayStation there too. Like, why did this is an Xbox?
True.
I mean, I'm just saying, not a good
Can
look.
they do that licensing wise? Like, legitimately?
Well, they could do it without the PlayStation symbol, a similar looking
like
console.
a white box.
Exactly.
And it had a lot to do with Game Pass and it's
casual dad skills said, as someone who works in marketing, they absolutely needed a total rebranding strategy.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Not
Ash.
sure
It's good
why
to see
that's
you,
even
brother.
a question. He's not Ash's Ashes. That's casual dad skills.
Casual dad skills. CDS.
Same reason they wanted to change up the leadership team up before the real 25th anniversary celebrations start. They need a total rebrand and leadership and messaging. There you go. Casual dad skills with the insider information.
The information got stale.
I'm with you, Bacon. I didn't
like it.
Anyway. We had a news story like 4 weeks ago about Dice Award winners. I just wanted to say that
Expedition 33.
Nope. I wanted to say that I can't even remember the name of the game.
South of Midnight.
Right South of Midnight won Best Art Design. Nice. So shout out to South of Midnight getting the recognition that the Stupid Game Awards clearly just. I still can't believe they weren't nominated.
Here's an idea, Eric. Come on tonight and you play D. Wally back on episode 1. So you can't play as Eric tonight. You have to come on as D. Wally episode 0.
Everybody go back and watch episode 0 and episode 1.
He was even
better. Go watch the first 5 episodes.
Pick him up.
Because I believe Chance and Jose all join within those first 5. And
then
scroll when Bacon comes on too. So go, if you want, you go back and see the lore and see I was just as based then as I am now.
Back when I used to stand in my dining room.
Did it win anything in music? I can go look. I'll go look by that. But I wanted our last news story, because somebody's been sitting on this for weeks now as well. IGN flashback review of Scream. Who put this in there?
I did. I just thought it was really cool. But also weird that if you didn't know, which you probably didn't because this wasn't that big of a deal, but they were like, hey, we're going to do some flashback reviews because IGN's only like, I don't know, 27 years old or 23, doesn't matter. And so they hadn't reviewed some of these things that were older than that, like Scream, because Scream just turned 30. And so they went back in and...
What? 30?
Scream was released in 1996, making it 30 years old today. And this was released on, well, it says updated on March 7th. I put it in there a while ago, but I just thought it was kind of cool. And then it's crazy how they give this movie, they were like, this might have been the best of this. This might have been the best of this. Top 5 this, top 5 this. And like of all time horror movies. And then at the very end, 9 out of 10. And I was just like, what?
9? Really?
Yes. I was like, how can you... Again, you can give it a 9. That's great, but they were absolutely saying how this movie changed scary movies, and this was like,
did it?
I think
Lillard
it set the stage for a lot of other new scary movies. Yeah, I think before it was nothing but camp, and like not.
When did Signs come
realistic?
Ooh, great movie.
See, that's what I'm saying. When did somebody tell me when Signs? Bubble Boy looked that up. Do not go see Scream 7, said Poogles. Okay.
2002 was Signs. 2002.
Oh, see, I mean, I feel like that was. What about the Sixth Sense?
Sixth Sense.
There's another one.
That was before Signs.
Yeah,
but...
was that 90s?
99.
And those are different too. I think it's pretty different.
Horror-ish. But you're right. I get what you're saying.
So here's a fun, interesting stat. Which of this? I don't. If you're not on the IGN, Rick Arnold, don't cheat. But which of the 6 Screen movies has made the most money? Recent ones, oldest one, second one, third one. The most recent one, other than 7, we're not counting 7, was 6 in 2023, which had like Jenna Ortega in it.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying.
And
I think it was the recent one.
Again, too, it's like, and I'm not trying to rag on IGN. I know there's a lot of good people there, but it's like they give anything that Nintendo touches a 10, and then for the amount of praise they heaped on this, and they just weren't willing to. It was, I think, this was the first one they did of these flashback reviews too, if I remember right.
Bubble Boy, I'm not gonna lie, I'm shocked you still go to IGN. Like, you're a diehard. This guy, you guys, Bubble Boy loves IGN. He's always been an IGN fan.
Actually,
so they curate stuff pretty well, and for what I'm looking for in video game news, comic book news, movie, TV, they curate it pretty well.
Todd Oxtra said Stream used horror tropes in a new way. Wes Craven decided to play with elements he created.
I mean, I love Scream 1. I actually watched it not too long ago, just like it was on at night when I was like doing work.
Allie won't watch it with me.
It's a great movie, dude. Like if you're a horror fan, it's a classic. I also remember
in
1996, I thought that Ghostface costume was so stupid. It was everywhere, and I was like, "This."
Dude, I was one of the first. I had that costume before Stream came out. I felt like such a bad. I was like, I called it, you guys. I had it before.
You wanted to be a murderer?
No, I'm just saying, like, I had a cool costume. I was like, I had this before Scream was cool.
But just so you know, the top grossing movie was actually Scream 1, 173 million. The more recent one was only 166, despite inflation and everything, which is crazy. But anyway, look, man, Scream was fun. Like, if you don't like Scream, you're not going to enjoy the new ones.
I can't believe there's
like,
7.
I mean, I can't speak for 7, but 6 was like, they did a decent job of going back into the lore. That's crazy once you get into 6. Like, Jason didn't even do that. Freddy didn't even do that.
Yeah. Wait, by the way, Ash's best music was Ghost of Viote. Fun fact, Dan actually returned his first 3 Ghostface costumes.
That's fair.
No, you couldn't do that back then.
Yeah, you couldn't do that back then.
This
is an Amazon only returns thing now. Yeah, I agree. Ash's casual desk skills.
How did you know that?
All I gotta say is, I still know what you did last summer with Jennifer Love Hewitt.
You watched the new one of that, Bacon?
I haven't watched.
No, but it's on Paramount.
I think it was on HBO or Netflix for a while. It's interesting.
Great news, guys. I want to talk about games. We've been doing a lot of gaming, but before we do that, Jose, let's jump into Nerd Chat shout outs, Jose. Jose, we don't have any shout outs.
I thought we had a Discord question.
Jose, we had no.
I got you.
Shut the up, Gary.
Usually you guys write in questions to the Nerd Chat Discord, which Bacon is in charge of. If you have suggestions, write to him.
Yeah, there's a suggestion box.
But I didn't see any, Jose, unless I'm wrong. There were some shout outs to Chance You're Short about the Hot Honey McGriddle. Some people said it was whack and that this is what gringos like to eat, which is crazy. A lot of hatred on that one.
Yeah.
And some people thanking us for the controller reviews. Nothing too crazy.
I mean, I didn't love the hot honey sauce. I'm not going to lie.
Poogles Gaming says, Dan, I hate that I'm not on this episode because I love Scream, but Scream 7. I didn't know we were going to talk about it, Poogles.
It looks terrible.
Poogles, I will have you on when one of these boys is missing. So, well, I guess, actually, you should tell me the next time you want to be in because I don't really care because it doesn't matter. There's a bunch of us here anyway. So, I'm sorry, Poogles. Diego says, does Freddy versus Jason count as a Nightmare on Elm Street movie or a Jason movie?
That's a good question.
I would argue Friday the 13th, but it's probably both, to be honest with you.
Who wins at the end?
Freddy wins every time.
Jason wins, but Freddy's still alive.
Jason still scares me.
Jason wins.
That was the one childhood.
He has no
movie I saw.
one-liners. He's just quiet.
Jose,
Well, if
let's
you like
jump into
one-liners-
what
No,
have we
time out.
been
At least
playing.
Freddy has funny
If you
things.
like one-liners, you got to pick up Resident Evil 9. Bacon.
And- yeah.
That's true.
I want a second opinion. Looks like you're the town lumberjack. I'm not on the menu. Guys, I've been playing so many great games. Bubble Boy, take it away. You just beat Resident Evil 9 Requiem. And
Yes.
breaking news. Right before stream, this guy got every achievement unlocked
saw
on Resident Evil
But we don't
9
play for
It is
achievements.
done.
Yes, we do.
39 hours
don't.
later.
We don't play for
Bubble Boy,
achievements.
what have you been
That's
playing?
impressive, and I will probably have.
It's not
to
that hard. You can easily
follow-
do it.
Yeah,
This is the
I'll have
easiest
to
out of all
follow
of
it
them.
up. I loved it. It was so much fun. It was scary and not so much so. Like there were times where I definitely felt like it wasn't as scary because I was getting more powerful and I was starting to learn things. Absolutely right there with the tried and true Resident Evil formula where usually the beginning is always the scariest and then you have to like transfer into some weird science lab of some sort. But there were so many twists and turns, and I'm not going to do anything spoilery by saying this. I don't think that elevator scene was one of the greatest, like most well done. I was like, oh my God, when that happened. And I'll stop right there, but just so amazing. Absolutely loved it.
These were Steam
Can't wait
achievements,
for
Poogles.
can't wait for our spoiler cast. Maybe we should
need
get
to.
on like 30 minutes early next week or something like that.
Sounds
and then
good. I like
people
I'll
that.
can
invite Taco.
join
Taco
if
would
they
love to
want.
join us.
Absolutely. I think I should be able to do that next week.
Say,
And then
can I get a Resident Evil?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Give me
Resident Evil.
yeah, the inventory Tetris wasn't really a thing. I mean, you get upgrades. I never had any
Yeah,
problems
with Leon,
managing
it's
it.
like not
I
a
buy-
problem.
in my run by the end when you get to that pretty iconic fight, I'll say it that way.
Yeah.
I was full. Like I
Yeah.
had so much ammo and healing and guns.
True
all
Resident
the
Evil
upgrades
fans
that
always didn't use enough.
because
And-
of classic
and-
RE1 and 2, man.
If you haven't played it yet, you please try and play it on standard classic mode to start. That
I
added.
did it.
So, I know. I saw both. Neither one of you did, right?
I don't like the
Um,
ink ribbons.
It made it so much more like truly scary to me, and not scary
Chance, did
like.
you have to make them, or did they have them already
you
pre-made
find
for
them?
you?
So they make probably one per. There's not really chapters in that game, but like
But, like,
one or two
every-
per chapter. Usually, like that get cut off by a cutscene or something. So they're kind of leading you towards, hey, here's all the times you really need to. But there was a couple times I was like, I don't care. I don't want to see that scary thing again. I'm making one. So I probably made 2 or 3 the entire game.
I forgot that you had to make them. When I was on
That's
my Insanity
new.
run, I was like, you have to make them? Thank God I had an infinite
Yeah.
one. I was like,
Yeah,
thank
that's what I
God.
figured. Yeah. So just so many iconic moments that were incredible. And as a longtime Resident Evil fan, like I'm like not kicking myself because I probably would have needed to wait till spring break anyway. But go ahead, Dean.
Casual Dad Skills has an essential question and we need to answer.
Yeah.
Shameful Gamer here. Haven't played any since the first one. Which ones are a must play require to appreciate Requiem more? 2,
4 and 7.
4, 7.
the remakes of them.
Yes,
we're
correct.
talking, right?
I mean, you could play the originals too, but you'll enjoy the
absolutely RE2
more.
I would say if you're gonna only play 1, 2, right? It has to be. But ideally all of them. But 2, 4, 7, easy.
Yeah,
easy and it's worth your time
because the Steam will have a sale where they'll bundle all those. Like
I've already got
all
on sale for 40. All of them.
Yeah, so for sure. And then the other thing I started, Cordy Morgs got me for an early birthday present for my spring break. I started Dispatch, which I know Joe really liked, and I'm enjoying. It's a lot less of a game than I thought. So it is absolutely hilarious though. It's like 75% cartoon and 25% video game. But it's cool to just play at night right before I go to bed. It's pretty fun in terms of like waiting to see what will happen next. But like the gameplay and stuff is pretty basic. So
nice.
But that's not why you get it either. Like I knew that going into it. I think I was more surprised at how much more it's just straight up watching instead of like interacting and stuff. So
can I follow up on this, Bubble Boy, with my review of Resident Evil 9 Requiem?
Didn't you already? Oh, no. That was Luke. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah. I was like, didn't you already read that? But it was Luke's.
No. Resident Evil 9. This is my 11th game I completed this year. 15 to 20 hours on my first one. It said 13, when I first completed it, but I was at like 15. I was like at 20, like of real gameplay and reloading and stuff like that. 39 hours for completion, my 16th completed game. This game is a fan service to Resident Evil fans. It takes the best of RE7, RE4, and hits you with nostalgia of RE2. If you like Resident Evil games, you're going to love Resident Evil Requiem. I think of this game as the Metal Gear Solid 4 of the series. There are so many moments of throwbacks, nostalgia combined with gameplay, and the best final ending sequence of any Resident Evil game. This game is so good and it's a must-play for fans, and I don't want to give away anything too much describing it, but my initial impressions of the games were a bit mixed, Bubble Boy. I don't think the game starts off in the best way. It's very slow and cutscene heavy with that first Grace section. But once you hit Leon, does the action pick up? And I think they should have started with him right away. That was my only critique. Following that, Grace's section in the hospital was the best part of the game to me. It is true survival horror. Even though I didn't really like Grace, her parts of the game were felt most like the old school RE games to me. Leon serves as the fun segments, as he is the seasoned badass we all love. Combat is a blast, as always, but sometimes a little bit, maybe it overstays its welcome, Bubble Boy. I'm not saying playing as Leon was ever bad, but his segments might have been the weaker parts of the game, and I would actually say they were definitely the weaker parts of the game. Until the ending. The final boss sequence with Leon was the best ending to a Resident Evil game I've ever played. I was smiling, screaming, and laughing with joy the entire time. It is truly a treat, and I don't want to give anything away. Please play Resident Evil 9. If you're a fan of the series, it's a must play. Even if you're not, it's worth your time. Having said that, I think if you're new to the series, RE2, RE4, RE7 are the must plays that will give you a greater appreciation of Resident Evil 9. This game is a 9 out of 10, one of my favorite games of 2026, and it might go down as top 3 Resident Evil games of all time, only behind RE2
5.
and RE7. 5 sucks ass.
I loved 5.
I have other game reviews that I've been playing, but I wanted to share that.
Yeah, and you nailed it. And Todd asked, how come 8 doesn't get more love? I loved 8.
I like 8. I like 8 too. You know what made me mad about 8, the more I think about it, Chance? Is how they handled Ethan. Ethan Winters deserved better from Capcom. He deserved to have a face. I don't like how they even hide it in the third person view.
Yeah,
he got done dirty. And that's why I think I have a problem with how that saga ends. Ethan deserved better. Trust me, great game, but 7's the more horror one.
When you were talking, because Timper said that's where he's starting, and I was like, perfect place to start. You probably should have started 7 because
you just won't know who Leon is the problem. That's
not the end of the world, but yeah, then go back and it'll be great.
Yeah, they're all great. I mean, ever since 7, these games have been absolutely insane.
And how cool is that, right? And it's such a redemption story, and it's so awesome to see a series that we literally all grew up with.
Yeah,
that
30 years. Oh my God!
And Jose, please hear me out. Took a nosedive, with 6 and started that.
Dude, and go back and play 5. I've seen some people being like, "Oh, 5's better than you remember." No, it's not. I just played it years ago. It is worse than you remember. It is you see the start of 6 in it. Everyone loved it because it was co-op. I get it, but it is a bad Resident Evil game. A fun co-op campaign, no doubt, but a bad Resident Evil game.
I'm just joking, Dan. But I did enjoy 5. It was one of the only games where I actually accidentally unlocked unlimited ammo. I hate Ring because of the Benvenuto estate.
No. Further down.
Boulder Puncher.
Chris, Boulder Puncher, Redfield. Exactly, guys.
That's absolutely right. Anyway, that's fine. It's fine.
Jose, do you have any more thoughts on Resident Evil, or what have you been playing?
No, just I forgot I don't know who I just agreed with up here. I'm sorry. But I there's rumors that they're going to redo 1, which would be rad. I'd love to play 1. I still maintain I'd love to play Veronica as well.
Yep, Code Veronica.
But full disclosure, for anyone that's never played or hasn't played in a while, you really can find great deals on all the back catalogs. Like I really did buy 1. I still haven't played them all. I've never played the Revelations. I've never played 0. Like those are on my to-do list one day. There's just so many games to play right now. But you can get them cheap on like Steam and stuff.
What do you think of Luke's just disgusting comment here? Even Remake 2 is a bit odd. Once you play 4 Remake, the standard set, no, dude. 2 is the standard for a Resident Evil game. You're wrong.
I mean, I love 2. So
4 is great, but that's not survival horror. That is an action Leon Kennedy game.
I just love 2. It's for
2
honestly,
is
a
a standard
thing for us because we're old, right? That's what it is.
We played 2 on PS1.
Not old.
Well.
That's fair, Bacon.
Okay.
And I will agree with you though that. And Court said this the other day too. He's like, "Am I weird that the Grace sections were better?" No, not at all. For the most part,
RE2, RE1.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
thank you, Poogles. Shut up.
best Resident Evil movie. Was there one, Diego?
Yes.
Was there one?
The first one. The first
Welcome
one.
to
First
City.
one had moments, right, Jose? Like
Mila Jovanovic.
the lasers, how it starts in a mansion, and then you see who you think is a cop. Maybe is that Leon? I don't know. Probably
so
not.
as full disclosure, I actually went back and watched the first 3 of those movies because there was like a deal on Apple. I got all of them for like $15. They don't hold up super great. But again, it's all perspective. Like I wasn't watching them because like I want to spend my entire Friday. I was like doing work late at night. I want to put on something I don't have to pay attention to, but I'd look up and like nostalgia and laugh and the Red Queen because it was that era of the industry where the movie companies didn't really understand video games. They just knew that people would pay money for them.
Yeah.
And so they it was the same era as the first Mortal Kombats, which Chance and I went to,
Mario
we
Brothers.
loved, but they really weren't true to the
movies.
IP, right? Yeah. And so, to the question, and I'm being 1,000% serious, even though Dan judges the shit out of me for this. If you want to talk about the best Resident Evil movie,
it was that Netflix thing you were talking about, right?
It's either the Netflix show, which was really great from like 2 years ago, or Welcome to Raccoon City. And not from the perspective that it was a great movie. It was just totally true to the Resident Evil story. Like it followed the game better than any of the other ones did. And I wish they had done a 2, 3, and 4, but that will literally never happen because it bombed horribly at the box office.
That I don't think that was something any of you guys mentioned. What you get at the end, the piece that pulls it all together. How cool was that? You know what I'm talking about? That Grace does at the after you beat the game. I loved that. I thought that was so cool.
Luke said, "It sounds like you returned for 2 hours." Luke, I don't want to hear it, dude. I really don't want to hear your shit right now, dude. I've been playing Resident Evil before you were fucking born, okay?
Whoa.
I was there day 1, Luke. You're a recent Resident Evil fan. Your
Luke's
opinion
not that young. No offense,
means
Luke.
nothing, okay?
I mean, Luke, we appreciate
Right
it.
back there.
That's a base comment, Luke.
Okay?
And actually,
I don't want to hear it. I was playing Resident Evil 4 day 1 on GameCube. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast, Luke. Okay, when it comes to Resident Evil, so I don't want to hear it. Don't at me about Resident Evil.
Eric made a great point. There are actually animated RE movies that are pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean, they're ultra violent, but they're pretty good if you ever want to see.
I also wanted to shout out Casual Dad Skills says he's installing 2,
4, and 7 right now.
You're gonna love it, and you're gonna love them so much. You're gonna want to go play it. You're just gonna play them all. Like, I'm gonna be real. I wish I had all of them. Okay.
3 is also great. It's just not as good as those ones.
It's so short. Todd said that.
Like, but actually, I like it, Chance, because 3 on PS1 was hard as hell with Nemesis. That one was the only one where I think I only beat that once because I'm like, this game is hard.
I remember playing that just in high school. Like, so many memories.
So many memories. Long live Resident Evil and Leon S. Kennedy. Bacon. Have you been playing Resident Evil 9?
No, I have not. So sitting through this glaze fest has been a bit difficult for me.
Sorry, Bacon.
Dude.
So what I've been playing, my new schedule sucks. And when I get home at night, I can't play games because I need to catch up on TV shows. And then only good thing about this is I'm getting more sleep. So the only thing I have to report is our time in the Division 1. That's it. I'm
really
loving Division 1. Yeah, dude.
No Final Fantasy updates?
I've been having to do classes on my days off for onboarding leaders, and it's been hell. But tonight I plan on playing some Division.
Hell yeah.
Yes, if you haven't played it or haven't played it in the last couple of years, everybody should go back and play that game. That is absolutely phenomenal game. And I want to address Luke. I'm not mad. I was mad at the argument. Is it a PC or is it a console? That is like Twitter all day in the back of my brain with that stupid ass argument. Why does it matter? So
I agree. I don't think it matters. Garrick says, Dan, return your Xbox hatred. The DualSense Edge has corrupted you. What?
What? They're talking about how much you return things, Dan.
Oh,
you return things way too much.
I disagree. They wouldn't let him do it anymore if it really was that much.
I've never returned anything, and this man returns.
You've never returned anything.
Here's another
an item.
Here's a hot Poogles Gaming Resident Evil take. He said that they replayed all of them, and 3 might be his favorite.
3?
I respect if it's your
I think it's
man.
fun.
Respect it.
That's the one where you have a dodge, right? You can dodge with Jill.
That's Jill and Carlos, dude. That was decent. Yeah. And not Mr.
Tyrant.
Tyrant. Yeah, it was Tyrant.
No, it's Nemesis.
No,
Nemesis. It is Nemesis. Yeah, what are you talking about? Yeah. Todd actually said a new live-action Resident Evil film written and directed by Barbarian's Zach Krieger is scheduled for release by Sony Pictures September 18th, 2026. What?
Yeah, but it's not a Resident. It's in the Resident Evil universe. It is not a movie that follows one of the games.
Okay,
that's what he said that very explicitly. But Barbarian was dope. Weapons was rad. I'm excited to see this for sure.
Poogle says, I'm girlfriend cameo girl. Maybe you met my girlfriend cameo girl was playing Resident Evil while we were playing it. Jose, am I reading this? I'm so confused by this comment. Was playing Resident Evil while pregnant with her.
I think Vic played it while she was pregnant.
The love of my life. Yes. Another there he said my down there. Okay. Another based Resident Evil story. Everybody go play Resident Evil. Anything else, boys? Nobody else?
What's Barbarian?
It's
Barbarian.
So if you liked Weapons, you should watch Barbarian. Very different storyline. It basically is about, without spoilers, this girl is in Detroit. She has an Airbnb. It's like a late, scary, rainy night. She goes to the Airbnb. It's locked. And all of a sudden the door opens and it's who's Pennywise? What's his name? Skarsgård. Skarsgård opens the door and is like, "Who are you?" And she's like, "This is my Airbnb." And he's like, "This is my Airbnb." This is like the first 5 minutes of the movie. He turns out to be a pretty nice dude, and it's like late and raining. There's nowhere else, and she's like, "Look," he's like, "Look, why don't you can be in the bedroom? You can lock the door. I'll sleep on the couch and I'll leave in the morning." Like, clearly someone messed up. That's where the story starts. It is very far from where it ends. Like, there's also literally a point in the movie where this crazy thing happens, the screen goes black, and then a full second story starts totally unrelated that will eventually come back to the first one. Justin Long is in it. He's a great horror alum. Really cool movie. Like, really, really cool. But it's going to do something to your soul that I just can't describe without spoiling it. But worth checking out.
All right.
Thank you for that.
Guys, let's close the show like we always do with the best food we had this week. Bacon.
Wow.
Please.
It's like there's a party in my mouth and everyone's invited.
Thanks for the clarification, Poogles. Bacon, tell me you have something good this week.
I before the show tonight, I had some hamburger helper, and as always, hamburger helper S tier. Absolute S tier.
Hamburger helper, bud.
Along with suddenly salad.
I mean, how can you not just love hamburger helper?
Jose, I also need you to add a QPC and 2 pizzas to the list for me, boys. Best food I had this week. Every time I have a QPC, delete the mustard, delete the pickles, add lettuce and mayo. That is S tier. But also, you guys got some Papa John's. Picked it up fresh on the way back from getting my Volkswagen Golf R fixed. I had to have the GSG, not fixed, serviced, the transmission for the first time. Never had to deal with that, Bacon. That was a nice bill. Drove back, picked up some Papa John's. There is nothing like a Papa John's pizza with sausage, you guys. I think their sausage pizza is the best when it comes to fast food sausage pizza. So, Bubble Boy, what about you?
Yeah, so on almost a week ago, Friday of last week, I braved the blizzard, the one bit of moisture that we got in Colorado
It
this
snowed
entire
2 times
winter.
This entire past 3 months.
Went to Cuba Bakery. Have you ever gone to Cuba Bakery?
You talk about it all the time.
Oh God, so good! I got some ropa vieja and some maduros, and they were just absolutely incredible. So went with my former and new principal, Mr. Meharan Ahmed.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, very excited about that. So.
Nissa Hauer had Chinese food. Todd Extra. I had the Taco Bell Supreme Chips and Dip. Luke said Wendy's spicy chicken and that sounds delicious. And a chocolate frosty based as always. Diego had chicken and stovetop stuffing. Oh my God. Did anyone remember those commercials? Stovetop stuffing. This is the best. Yeah, I prefer it over when people make real stuffing. I think
that's fair.
I think stovetop's way better. Emotionless Taco had some tasty honey glazed salmon. Wow.
Ooh.
Todd Oxtra, General Mills sold hamburger helper and suddenly salad. Oh God, sorry, Bacon and Wally. That sucks. Casual Dad Skills, Schlutsky's original.
Oh,
and don't you dare say anything bad about Schlutsky's.
Who has a bad thing to say about Schlutsky's?
I don't know if I've ever had it.
Oh, baloney.
I swear to God.
It was up there by the Wendy's in Lakewood. Is it not still there in Green Mountain?
No.
Yeah. Jose, you're on mute.
It's weird. You've never had Schlotsky's.
It's over by where Jason's Deli and Chipotle used to be. Not the new location on Union, but the other one.
No, I don't remember that. Have you guys had Firehouse subs?
Love Firehouse.
A little pricey. They always ask for donations for first responders, but you don't know which first responders.
I just think of you, Bacon, and I hit yes.
Todd said Papa John's is the most college cheap pizza. It's not HL. No, that's Little Caesars, which is also good.
Papa John's has that great garlic.
Exactly.
Here.
Yeah.
Like, that's S tier. Of all the terrible pizza, Papa John's is the best
fun fact.
For it.
Yes, fun fact about that, you guys. I saw multiple YouTube videos of chefs cooking with that and doing taste tests on their steaks. Everyone preferred on a blind taste test cooking the steaks with that garlic sauce. So if you ever have it, keep
that sounds
it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cook your
They do
steak
the
with
pepper
it.
too, don't you get the peppercini?
Yeah, I was asking Allie about that. I'm like, do you know anyone who eats those?
Yeah, I do.
Chance does.
Absolutely.
Okay, apparently now I know.
I got acid.
Bold strategy.
Jose, what was the best food you had this week?
Nothing super crazy this week. My wife made homemade enchiladas this week, they were actually fantastic. It's a little weird though, and this is like a Mexican thing. Enchiladas should be made with corn tortillas. We didn't have any, so she did flour, and I love flour tortillas, but like it was just like a weird like this feels right. Like don't tell our moms that you did this kind.
Ashley does that too.
I love when you say tortillas.
White people do that.
Tortillas with the rolling R. The other thing was it snowed last Friday here. That's what Chance was referencing, and so it was like one of those Friday nights, like when we went and got a big bowl of pho. Big fan of like a brisket pho with like all kinds of like chili oil and sriracha and stuff. Absolutely delightful. So shout out to the Vietnamese because it's delightful.
Emotionless Taco says Quiznos had the best sandwiches. That's amazing. God, I do. I still am mad. We had one in Lakewood forever, and it finally closed right next to Burrito Express. Jose, that Quiznos.
Quiznos was
it's
fantastic.
like a hot yoga bar or something. Diego, great question. What do you guys think about the McDonald's CEO not liking? I think he needs to get fired. Clearly, brand damage did not do good. Calling it a product. This is my favorite product.
Terrible.
This is my favorite burger.
What's he supposed to call it?
A burger.
The product.
Yeah, but like
you're in the product building business, and we eat the product.
The Bubble Boy. It's insane, right?
Yeah. Come on. You call it a burger, call it a Sammy, call it something.
Call it the Big Arch. Like, call it its name, bud.
Literally anything.
By the way, it's not worth trying.
But you don't want to show disrespect to the rest of your products. The rest of your products will feel sad.
But you could just say it's our best new product.
Okay.
Right? Like,
no.
You know what I mean?
I'm excited about this new burger. It's called the Big Arch. Let me explain it to you, and then take
and then be like, and don't forget, we still got that McGriddle slinging fire over here.
God, I love
McGriddles.
I do love a McGriddle.
Like, come on,
it's so great.
Gentlemen, this has been the Nerd Chat episode 254. I can't believe it. Xbox at GDC 2026. My name is Daddy D. Wally. You can follow me at Daddy D. Wally across all social media. You can follow the show at the Nerd Chat Podcast on all social media. Thanks to the chat. Shout out. We got a little heated there, but we like to keep it based, unlike some other shows. And by the way, wait. I need to timestamp this.
Trophy room this guy.
Yes.
Do it.
Hey, Joseph Moran. Jose.
Yeah, get him.
What's that sound? Oh.
Fuck you, man.
Whoa.
Putting bacon on blast during your show, the entire show. I don't appreciate that, Joe.
Yeah, he's got my
Good
back.
press.
You were talking a lot of shit. And Bacon's one of your number one fans, and he listens every week.
I do.
He's always supporting you. And for you to go on your little blast factor, blasting away at X Bacon Gaming.
Yeah.
I did not appreciate that, Joe.
Thank you, Dan. I am there every week.
He is in the Twitter streets. Yes. Bacon sometimes says some whack stuff. I agree.
Stay off the streets. Let's be also
and he
clear
likes to
about
push
that.
buttons.
He does also.
But
like
I did not appreciate you and the way you were just giving him haymaker after haymaker last episode.
I know.
The one yesterday?
Didn't like it. Yeah, go listen. Actually, don't go listen.
Go listen.
Go listen.
Okay? You're always keeping us honest. I'm keeping
mad.
you honest.
He's mad about marathon numbers and he's slashing
I don't care. We're not talking about marathon numbers or
slashing
PlayStation
out.
fanboys and their stupid platinum trophies.
And let him
All I'm saying is
Dan, you just said you have the most
a
platinum
high
trophies.
tide raises all ships, Joe.
I've got a thick skin. I can take Joe's strays that marathon's not doing great.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying.
I think they're just.
If you mess with the bear, Joe, I'm gonna get the claws.
No, there was a great line in Dispatch. It was like, "Don't poke the beehive if you're not willing to."
Shut the up, Gary.
Be nice to Joe. He had assist. Go listen to the episode. Fuck Joe.
I don't know if he ever said my name, but he was aiming everything at me.
He was.
Yeah.
He took it a little too far.
The whole segment was about me.
Wait, did he actually rip on Bacon? Are you serious? The whole show.
It was.
I was there.
You ripped on me the week before too.
Okay.
Again,
And I
no press
still
is
show up.
bad press, right?
And I still show up, even though he's got nothing but bad things to say about.
Not directly, you guys. God. Basically, in our chat, Bacon's giving Joe and Eric and Ames crap about marathon numbers being so pathetic. And then they're just like, marathon's this based amazing game. And Bacon is, Bacon's going to the Steam charts a lot.
Pathetic, though.
Are you guys?
I don't care. But I'm just saying, Joe went off unfairly. And I got to defend my co-host.
Hey, Chapo, you've seen the
And
messages.
of course, Luke doesn't know about this because he's in the chat and he just ignores it the whole time.
They go on these long
Me and you both
rants about, oh, it's so great. I strafed right and I got on top of a guy and I loaded a man.
No, let it go, Bacon.
They're trying so hard to convince themselves it's a great game.
It could be a great game. It's just not for you, Bacon. We talk about this.
I'm just saying.
Bacon, don't be in the Twitter streets right now.
But it's almost like they're trying to.
Bacon, I just defended Your Honor. Don't go back on the Twitter
They're
streets.
trying to convince themselves it's great.
Bacon.
But Bacon, we're entitled to what we like, man.
Exactly.
I like
they don't make fun
5.
of you for getting trophies
Jazz
on
fan, aren't
PC.
you?
Dan loved Vanilla Sky. We know he's wrong on that one, right? Like,
hey,
and look,
don't attack my host for liking Vanilla Sky.
This is a movie of a generation. Everybody needs to go watch Vanilla Sky.
It's like Band of Brothers, Schindler's List, Vanilla Sky in that order.
The sci-fi romantic
fiction
epic drama. Everybody go watch Vanilla Sky and come back to me and tell me it was a bad movie.
Don't do it, guys.
All my point is, and I absolutely love
Don't
Bacon.
jump in with Joe. Lump in with Joe said Eric. I was very nice to me, Eric.
My point is,
Eric.
it's totally fine for us to give crap to each other. Like that's why
Exactly.
we do this,
To an
right?
extent.
We do it to Luke and Logan.
To an
they do it
extent,
us, we do it
Jose.
to Danes.
Based
We do them-
Jose. Principal Jose, take it away.
But we also, there were times where like at some point when people love it, just let them love their game. Like we don't have to love it. And at the end of the day, I said this last week, I don't want Bungie to fail. I just don't. And I haven't, and to be fair, full disclosure, I haven't played Marathon, but not because I'm against it, not because I think it's going to fail. I've just been playing other things, right? And we can't play everything. And I just, and the truth is because my friends, like the people on the screen and in chat that are not playing it, like I just don't have people to play with. Right? Like I'm not gonna buy that game if I'm not playing with people.
My friend Dan's right. He did attack me for an entire show.
You guys attacked each other for an entire day on Discord.
Dude, I had them attacking each other there for a while. If you paid attention,
But I don't think that's a thing to be proud of. Like we don't want our friends to attack each other, right? Like we're team here.
This isn't the real world after all.
We are all a community of small content creators. Well, some of us are smaller than others. No, there's nothing wrong with that.
That's what she said.
Thank you. I set you up for that. But the point is, we don't rip each other's asses on public streams. We can rip each other's asses in private DMs.
There's a whole segment,
but not on a show for 3 hours.
There's a whole.
I'd like it if my ass stayed unripped.
I expect an apology, Joe.
It was a good 30 minutes.
Only from Joe. Because Kyle and Light, they don't know what's going on.
They had no idea what he was ranting about. It was me.
Jose, where can people find you?
You can find me back in New York City, trying to find that purple loot with on Division because it's absolutely fire. Truly, I mean, if we just cannot stop talking about how this game that is literally 10 years old still looks amazing and plays really
incredible
great
and ultra and super ultra
worth
wide.
it.
My God.
It's really hard to Leroy Jenkins in hard missions, though.
We're not doing hard anymore. Go ahead.
Yeah, the hard was no joke. Other than that, guys, it's a busy season at school, like it kind of always is. But spring break is in a week for me. I know these guys are on spring break right now, so looking forward to that. Other than that, just great to see everybody. And because I'm not in all of the fights, I want to shout out all of our friends everywhere and say, keep making great content, right? You know, I know that it's okay for us to fight that. Friends fight, right? But also at the end of the day, we all love each other and support each other. And go support everybody else. That's it.
Diego says, yeah, Dan, let me enjoy Xbox. It's not dead. Fine.
Yeah.
Right, Diego.
God, thank you, Diego.
Xbox on life support.
Todd said, let him decide an old school slap fight.
Hi, play Andy, said Nissa. Bubble Boy, where can people find you?
Starting next week back at work. So I won't be able to log 8 hours a day on Resident Evil. I know.
How did it run on the PC?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I turned down some of the graphical settings, and then I had it going on ultra performance, but I was 4K path tracing 120 with some graphical settings turned out. It just looked incredible. Yeah.
Love me some path tracing.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yes, Dan.
And X-Bacon, did I say anything about you? Did you
No, but I'll just say you'll find me on Twitter, and I accept your apology, Joe, whenever it comes, because I'm the bigger man.
As always, Vanilla Sky lovers, go watch Movie of a Generation. And see you online.
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 I didn't have any time, so just
Resident Evil. The Nerd Chat, an Xbox podcast, is a podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days. The show was created by Daniel Walenzik, and you can follow him at Daddy D. Wally across all social media. The assistant to the co-host is Jose Martinez, and you can follow him at Chipotle_bear. The assistant to the co-host is Chance Siegel, and you can follow him at BubbleBoyN7. The intern to the assistant to the co-hosts is Jason Jarrett, and you can follow him at XBaconGaming. You can also follow the show at The Nerd Chat across all social media. And as always, see you online.